Hey guys, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to another video. So this is our vacation in Las Vegas and Arizona. This was going to be a vlog, but then things happened and I ended up never actually talking to the camera during vacation, so you get this lovely voiceover instead. So Mason and I are currently about to board our flight from Indianapolis to Las Vegas. We flew to Las Vegas and then drove to Phoenix and then flew back from Phoenix. So here we go. This is day one. Fun fact, I hate flying. I think it's super cool. I like looking out the window once we get up in the sky, but the whole takeoff and landing, I freak out every single time. So I made sure to have a good distraction on the way there. I listened to podcasts about starting a business and I made notes the entire time, but we saw such cool, amazing views. We passed over every type of land that there was, from grass to desert to mountains. There were mountains where you could see snow on them. This was a little heart lake situation that I thought was super cute. It was just so cool to fly all the way across the country and to see all the different kinds of land and everything that there is just in our country. So there you can see the Las Vegas Strip. I was super excited. Oh my goodness, I was so excited. So this is my first time ever being in Las Vegas. Our trip was initially just planned to go to Arizona, but then since I had not been to Vegas, we decided to stay here for a couple days. Welcome to Las Vegas! So now we are in an Uber and we are going to our hotel. We stayed in the Excalibur Hotel, which is castle medieval themed. You can see it right there. So yeah, we're taking an Uber here. We are going to drop off our bags at the concierge. They will hold them for us until check-in opens. I believe check-in opened at 3, and this was around 11 o'clock that we were dropping off our stuff. So we dropped off our bags and now it is time to explore. The Excalibur is right there next to New York, New York, as you can see. And here comes our bus. So we made it to In-N-Out Burger for lunch. I have never been to In-N-Out before. It's really good. It's a lot like Five Guys. And then we went to this store called I Heart Sugar, or I Love Sugar, and it was the coolest store ever. It is 2 stories tall. The entire bottom is candy. Like, they have every kind of candy that you would ever want, any flavor. They've got it all. And then the whole top is chocolate, and then they also have a candy martini bar. It was just such a cool store. Here we have a whole bunch of different types of candy, and here we have a whole bunch of different flavors of fudge. And this was also upstairs along with the fudge, just a bunch of different kind of chocolate covered things. And here we have the martini bar menu. They had so many different things and it was all so cute. And then we walked down to the Strat. So this is where Mason has stayed before when he has been to Vegas in the past. We hung out there for a few hours, played some slots, all the fun stuff, because we were essentially waiting around to go and check in. So now we are on the bus ride back because the distance between the Strat and the Excalibur is quite a walk, especially when, you know, it's 100 degrees out. So now we're headed back to the Excalibur to get our bags and check in. Got our stuff settled at the hotel. We took a bus as far as we could, and then we jumped in an Uber and took that the rest of the way over to the Neon Museum. The Neon Museum is essentially a Vegas sign graveyard, but unfortunately, even though it was so cool, I did get in trouble for videoing. So here we are a few hours later. This is Fremont Street. Fremont Street experience was definitely my favorite part of Vegas. It is just so cool. It is kind of where the original Vegas Strip was, and they kind of enclosed it. You can see the screens up, like it kind of makes it seem like you're underneath the ceiling. It's so cool. Now we are at a restaurant. I got some blackened shrimp tacos and my first ever margarita. At this point, it was very late and I was very, very tired. So was Mason. We made it back to our hotel and there's a gelato bar downstairs. So we got some dessert and that was the end of day 1. This is day 2 and we are heading to breakfast. Oh, look at the cute little donut. This is the Donut Bar Vegas. If you go, you should definitely check this out. They have the coolest, most unique donuts. As you can tell, we are now back at Fremont Street because I saw a cup here last night that I wanted to buy and I came back and bought it this morning. I actually got 2, one for me and one for my mom.
People will buy this stuff personally.
Yeah. We are now back up at the art district. This is the container park. The container park is really, really cool because everything you see there is made from shipping containers. And it is essentially an outdoor shopping area. It is 2 and 3 stories tall, and depending on where you're at. And it is all just little shops. There's little food places. Right outside of the container park sign is this giant heart, and you can go in the store there and buy a little heart tag. We wrote on it, and here we are locking it onto that giant heart. We are now in this cute little pizza place that was upstairs at the container park, and we had lunch here. It was really, really good. And the funny thing was that the guy that owned this also owned a brownie place next door, and he was running back and forth between the pizza place and the brownie place the entire time. It was really funny. Now we are just continuing to walk around, look at cool photography. This guy's art is really, really unique. We ducked in his shop. You can see some of the pictures, or they have a lot of meaning behind them, some of them do, and it's really, really cool the way that he portrays them.
Oh, that's yeah, really good picture.
We are now walking into the Sahara. This was just another, casino hotel, and I was absolutely blown away by this floor. It has lights underneath it, and it constantly changes colors and patterns. It was super cool. And this is also the place where I found my favorite slot, Farmville, of course. As soon as I saw it, I was excited. I'm an ag major, so it was kind of a joke. They had really, really cool decorations, and then we moved on. So then I cashed in the money that I made off of the Farm Life machine, and then we were walking, and this was in Mandalay Bay. In a restaurant, they had this wine tower, and it was the coolest thing ever. They had machines that would go up and grab the bottle that the person wanted and bring it down. It was so cool, and obviously the inside of the pyramid was cool. And there's Hershey's Chocolate World. This day 2, was kind of just about us walking through every single casino that we could. So all of these clips are from different places, and honestly half of them I don't even know where they were taken, because we were just trying to see every hotel. Now we're walking towards Paris, and there's the front of Caesars. The inside of Paris is really, really neat. They try to make it look like you're outside. And this weird thing happened in there. There was a cat that was just like hanging out in one of the stores, and it was meowing and walking around. I don't know, it made it seem like you were on a Paris street, but I just don't know where the cat came from. We were so confused. But Paris is super, super cool inside. Now we are standing outside of Hell's Kitchen. This was so cool because I love Hell's Kitchen. I love Gordon Ramsay. My favorite insult came from him. It's calling somebody a panini head. It's hilarious. Hopefully the next time I'm there, we can actually go inside. This that you are seeing right now, this exhibit is literally the reason that I wanted to go to Vegas. This is work by Chihuly. It is all blown glass. I've loved this artist since I was a little kid, and so I was so excited to see his exhibit in the Bellagio. We are now inside the Mandalay Bay's Shark Reef Aquarium. We saw some super cool fish there, and this was one of my favorite things that we did. So hopefully you enjoy this little montage.
see the sharkies?
After the aquarium, we went to lunch and met up with Mason's mom and a couple of her friends. Then we went to the Mob Museum. The Mob Museum was a really different, unique experience. Got to learn a lot about different things that I didn't know about. So that was a cool little break from the regular Vegas activities. Now we went back to Fremont Street as a group. It's a lot more fun to go there at night versus the day, because at night all the crazy people come out and they're all dressed up and they're dancing and doing crazy stuff in the middle of the road, and it's really funny. This dad jumped in on a dance battle and did a cartwheel and surprised everybody. This was me winning a ton on a slot machine. I'm actually one of the few people that came back from Vegas with more money than I went with, so that was nice.
And I don't know now.
Then we took the bus back to the Bellagio to watch their water show they have every night. It was super duper cool. We liked it so much that we actually watched it twice. After that, the 5 of us went to the Flamingo, where we spent a decent amount of time. Honestly, not real sure what happened after that, and I didn't record anything after that, but we made it back to our room because here we are leaving the next morning. We just stayed at Vegas for a couple nights, 2 days, and then that third day was the group of us, and so now we are going back to Arizona. After this, we traveled to Arizona, where Mason's grandparents lived, and hung out at their house for several days. We had more of a real vacation, just got to kind of hang around by the pool, do fun stuff every day. It was great. So I cannot wait until I get to go back and do this again. Vegas was so fun. I saw so many things that I'd never seen before. I highly recommend all of the stuff that we did, and I cannot wait to go back.